Hello everyone. So today I'll be showing you how to download NGINX source code and install it on your local machine. So basically this is regarding how to compile NGINX source code and run it locally on your machine. So let's get started. So the first thing that we need to do is download the source code. The source code is available on GitHub under NGINX. So you can just download it from here. Once you download the source code from here, the folder would look something like this. There will be all these folders except this objects folder. This folder gets created once we build this source code. So basically this is like our output folder, which contains all the like once you compile the source code, all the output files are stored in this objs objects folder. So let's get started with the compilation. So the steps needed to do the compilation of NGINX, those are basically, there are 3 steps that we need to do. First is to configure, then we need to make, and then once the make basically builds this and stores it in the objs or the objects folder, and make install, this is the command which installs it in our local machine. So basically this is how we can install NGINX. So yeah, and to do this we require 2 libraries. So first you will have to run these 2 commands. So basically you need the pcre3 library, and you also need the zlib. So you can install those 2 libraries from these 2 commands. So these are like the prerequisites for this installation. Once this is done, let's run these 3 commands. So the configure script is present in the auto folder of the NGINX source code. So we'll go into this auto folder and we'll run this configure step. So it will check what all details are needed for compilation. It will create those scripts, it will check for those paths and all those things. Once all this checking is done, it creates a make file. So basically if you see here at the end, it is creating a make file, right? So this make file can be run by using the make command. So when I say make here, it starts running. So if you see here, it is doing a make on the new file that got created by this configure command. So it is running that make file. It is creating all those output files or object files for those C files that we have. So once this make is done, so we have our build ready. We need to install this in our local library or local place from where we can run this NGINX. So let's wait for this make file, this make step to get completed, then we'll run the make install step. Make install step requires sudo privileges because the place where it will install, so I'll show you. So if I do make install, it might not run because if you see here, if you see here, the permission is denied. So basically because I already had this running, like I had already done this step earlier before recording this video, it is showing or asking me whether should I replace this or not. But once it tries to do that, it fails because the permissions are not there. So I'll run the same command with sudo make install and it will ask me for my password. So once it is done, it just copies all those output files that got created, and once the copy is done, I can see the output in this folder. So I will just go into that folder. So it is basically usr/local/nginx. So if you see here, all these files got copied or created during the make install step. Once all these files are copied, how we can check whether the NGINX is running or not? So what we need to do is just check whether any process which says NGINX is running in our processes. So if you see right now, there is no process that is running, but once I start this NGINX, so let's say I start this, right? sudo dot slash sbin. So the binary is present in sbin folder. So inside the sbin folder there is an NGINX output file, the binary file. So if I run this, and now if I do ps, right, you will see there are two processes running. One is the master process and one is the worker process. So this is something related to the architecture of NGINX. So this is how NGINX works. There is a master process which listens to all the incoming traffic, and then the work is given to each of the worker processes. So right now, as there is no traffic as such, there is just one worker process that is created. And now let's say we want to stop this NGINX server, right? So what we can do is sudo nginx -s stop. Once you stop this and you do pscf, you just check for which files or processes are running, you will see that there is no worker process or master process running here. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks everyone.